Are you making it in, Basil? Do they fit all right?
Good enough.
Guess they're more comfortable than this white suit for sure. Anyway, your food's arrived next door, so if you want to come along, you want to grab a sweater in case you get cool? Okay. We're just going a bit of a rain next to us. There you go, sir. That's your food and coffee on the left there. You know what? I didn't get to pick it. Actually, what happened is the officer that went out to pick up your food, he neglected or forgot to get me a copy as well. So I just kind of basically commandeered his, and that's how I got stuck with the big one. Now, Basil, am I pronouncing your last name correctly? Is it Borutski?
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks very much for taking a few minutes to come in and talk to me. You just go ahead and eat and have your coffee, take your time. That's not a problem at all. I'm going to do the same. Basically, as I said earlier, my name is Kaylee O'Neill, and I'm a detective sergeant with the Ontario Provincial Police, the Legal Sciences section. And just so you know, Basil, this room right now is being audio and video recorded. That's what these black bulbs up in the corners are. And there's also an audio recording here as well, just to back it up in case there's some kind of technical malfunction. And just so you know, because we're in a police station, you're actually probably being recorded everywhere you go as we're walking around here. Just so you're aware of that. Basically, I've been asked to come and speak with you here today, Basil. And I have a number of functions that I perform. And the most important function that I do perform is that I'm responsible for making sure you understand exactly what's going on here today and what's going to be happening. Now, I know you've had dealings with other officers, not only from the OPP, but also from the Ottawa Police Service. And what I want to make sure is that there's no misunderstanding about what we're here talking about today. And really all I want to know is what's your understanding of why we're here right now, Basil? Is it okay to call you Basil? Is that what you normally go by?
No, Basil.
Basil?
You're here trying to get me to say something to incriminate me in any way you possibly can.
Well, that's not entirely true. I certainly am interested in what the truth is here today, but my primary purpose is to make sure that your rights as a Canadian citizen are being met. Okay? That is the number one function of my job, first and foremost. My understanding of the reason that you're here today is that yesterday you were arrested for murder ×3. Okay, and my understanding is that the three individuals that were murdered are Carol Culleton, Anastasia Kuziak, and Natalie Warmerdam. And those are the three individuals that were murdered, and those are the three individuals that you've been arrested for. Okay, so that's why you're here today. That's why you were arrested, and that is some of what I'm going to be talking with you about here today. Okay, you are going to be going to a bail hearing this afternoon, and if you have any questions at all as we're speaking here, Basil, you just go ahead and fire away. Okay.
Well, listen.
Sorry, I think I missed that.
I said I'll listen.
Okay. So do you understand that those are the charges that are being brought against you right now?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any questions about that?
No. I didn't murder anybody.
Okay. Do you know what your rights are, Basil?
It means remain silent, that thing?
Yep. And that's part of it. The reason why I'm asking is, I know a little bit about your background. I know obviously you're, a bright individual, so I'm not trying to snow you. Well, I say other officers have gone over this with you already. But what I find, it's been my experience that even though people are provided their rights to counsel, they don't necessarily understand them to their fullest because of the circumstances that they're in at the time. So basically all of our rights, Basil, are guaranteed. Okay, and they're guaranteed under what's called the Charter of Rights and Freedoms. And the Charter of Rights states that when someone's been arrested or detained, they must be advised of their right to counsel or basically their right to a lawyer. Now, obviously as of right now, you have been arrested for murder. Okay, so if you'd like to phone a lawyer.
For killing, not murder.
For killing, not murder. Okay. If you'd like to speak to a lawyer or to duty counsel, I can make a phone available to you to do that. Okay, so if you'd like to phone a lawyer to seek legal advice, I have a phone list that's available to you for free legal aid lawyers. First of all, do you understand that right?
I don't understand, and the system is so corrupt that.
Well, it's difficult for sure. I don't know if I wouldn't say it's necessarily corrupt, but it's definitely got some
It's corrupt.
some things that we need to spend some time working through. And the first thing all I want to do right now, Basil, is make sure you understand your right, okay? I understand you talked to a lawyer earlier, a duty counsel lawyer,
No.
last night.
I'm so tired, I don't know what the hell I was talking about.
Well, and you know what, Basil, again, that's why I'm here going over these things again with you now, because I know you were, in a very unique situation yesterday, and I know you were no doubt tired, and I want to make sure, that's why I'm going over these rights with you, because I want to make sure you know that when you have these opportunities afforded to you, all right? So it is your right to talk to a lawyer, and if you'd like to talk to a lawyer, I can get a lawyer on the phone for you. You can talk to your own lawyer if you have a lawyer. You can talk to a duty counsel lawyer or a legal aid lawyer who are available to give you free advice. Do you understand that right, Basil?
What's the point? Doesn't matter.
Well, it does matter. It matters to me that you understand. Does that make sense to you?
No.
What part doesn't make sense?
The corrupt part. Get a corrupt lawyer on the phone and talk to them.
Right. Well, and you know what? I'm absolutely willing to talk to you about your feelings about the corrupt system that we're working in right now, if that's the way you want to perceive it. But you're right to talk to a lawyer. It's relatively simple. And I just want to make sure that that's clear to you. So do you want to talk to a lawyer right now?
I don't want to talk to any crooks.
Well, I don't necessarily think all lawyers are crooks, and certainly not duty counsel lawyers or legal aid lawyers or several other lawyers of choice that are available. So if you'd like to speak with a lawyer at any time today, Basil, you can just let me know and I can make that happen for you. Okay? So would you like to talk to one right now?
No point, I just.
There's no point right now? If you change your mind and you decide you'd like to talk to one later, will you let me know? Does that seem fair?
I'll let somebody know.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you, Basil.
I'll let somebody know.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm here, right? I'm the one that can make that happen for you. So if you let me know, if you change your mind, I'll be more than happy to get a lawyer on the phone for you. Is that fair?
Well, okay.
Well, in my opinion, Basil, we live in a very good country. And I'm sure you know that we all have the same rights and freedoms. You, me, everybody. But there's some things that we're required to do by law, Basil. For example, for me, I drove a car here today. So the law requires me to have a driver's license. But there's also things that we don't have to do. And one thing you don't have to do is sit here and talk to me. Basically, Basil, the law considers me to be what's called a person in authority, and this is a criminal matter that you're here for today. So basically, I can be subpoenaed to any court in the country to account for what takes place here between you and me. Any conversation you and I have, Basil, may be admissible in court. Do you understand that?
It doesn't matter.
Well, again, it does matter because it's your right, and if it's something that you want to exercise, you certainly can. You understand that, though?
Every dealing I've ever had is malicious prosecution on the part of the OPP, so it doesn't matter.
Well, first of all, I'm not here to prosecute you of anything. That's not my job, Basil. I'm not a prosecutor.
You're certainly not a positive person on my side.
Well, I mean, I think I made sure you had some clothing instead of that jumpsuit, right?
After you starved me all day yesterday, never fed me nothing, wouldn't give me nothing, not even water. Yeah, that was really nice.
But again, that wasn't me, right? I just got here this morning at about
It's all your
8:30.
so-called brothers, great bunch of human beings.
Well, there's difficult people to deal with in all walks of life, isn't there? But I think it's fair of me to say that I showed up here and the first thing I did was make sure you got food and clothing. Right?
That's supposed to make you feel special. The first officer that arrested me should have had some decency.
Now that I've done that, the next thing I want to do is make sure that your rights are available to you and understood by you. So I know that you talked to a lawyer yesterday, but yesterday was yesterday. Today's a new day and things may have changed for you in your mind. And I want to make sure that I'm still giving you that opportunity if you want to exercise it. Now you said you don't want to right now. If you change your mind down the road, you let me know and I'll make that call happen for you. Is that fair enough, sir?
You said before.
Sorry, I didn't catch you there.
That's what you said before.
Okay. Now, basically, there's one last thing I want to make you aware of here. I want you to clearly understand that anything that may have been said to you previously, I don't want that to influence you or make you feel compelled to say anything at this time. So anything you felt influenced or compelled to say earlier, you're not now obliged to repeat, nor are you obliged to say anything further. But whatever you do say may once again be given as evidence. All right, Basil? Basically, I know that you've spoken with other police officers before you spoke with me. And if anyone told you that you have to talk to me, that is incorrect. Does that make sense, sir?
Okay.
Is there anything about what I told you that you don't understand or you have any questions about? I mean, I realize that maybe you don't care about it, and that's fine. But it's important to me that you at least acknowledge that you understand what I'm saying. And I'm at least speaking clearly. And
Do you know what malicious prosecution is?
I think I've heard the term before.
For all I know is you're
Oh, what?
right up that alley. So there's no reason for me to talk to you.
Well, you don't have to talk to me, right? And like I said, I'm not a prosecutor. Like I said, I am interested in making sure that your rights are fulfilled and that your needs are met. That you're being treated fairly and humanely. And I hope I've done a good job of that so far here today. Would you say so? Or is there something I haven't done that I could have done? Is there anything else I could have done, Basil? Or am I doing all right so far?
You're wasting your time.
Well, I'm not wasting my time at all.
Wasting my time.
Well, you may feel that way, but like I said, I mean, I realize you're in this situation. I'm sure you don't want to be here. I don't necessarily want to be here at this moment in time right now either. But basically, I was in Sudbury, and I came here at 1 o'clock in the morning to come and talk to you because I was asked to come and speak to you, and I wanted to come and talk to you. And the first thing I have to do when I do arrive in situations like this is make sure that the individual I'm speaking with is properly taken care of. What is it about this malicious prosecution? Why do you keep bringing that up? Or what does it have to do with me?
You're a police officer.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
You're part of the big brother. One does something dirty, the rest of us all follow suit, hide, and keep the guy safe.
Well, I can appreciate that perspective is out there.
No, it's there. Not.
Yeah, I'm not denying that people believe that's what happens. Basil, because you are here at the police station, we are to some degree responsible for your health and safety. So I have some questions I'd like to go over with you just about any concerns that we may need to address with you in terms of your health. Is that fair? Can I go over those with you?
I'd like to see a doctor as soon as possible, and I'm on pain medication. I'm just gonna call my doctor, Bruce Harris, and find out. And,
Yeah, those are exactly
I
things
take
that
it every 4 hours, and you haven't given me any, and you wouldn't give me water all day yesterday. Is there any other concerns? Like, oh God.
I've got a lot of those are exactly the issues I want to address.
Then you come along and act like you're Mr. Nice Guy. Every officer here should be taking care of people like a human being.
I agree with you. I think you're absolutely right there. And that's what I'm trying to do for you right now.
Don't try to make yourself a nice guy. All the officers should treat people like people.
I don't have to try to make myself a nice guy. I just am a nice guy. Yeah. I know that we've never met before, and you haven't ever dealt with anybody that I've had to deal with in the past, so you don't know that, and I can appreciate that. But believe me, it doesn't take any effort on my part. Now, at this point, all I'm trying to do is find out about your medical concerns, which you seem to have some of, and I would like to know about them so we can properly care for you. And I'm sitting here willing to find that information out. All I'm asking you to do is be courteous and answer those very simple questions about your health so we can make sure you're being well taken care of.
I've asked every officer in here already and got no response.
Well, here's your opportunity.
Ask the question and I'll answer it.
Okay, thank you, sir. Do you have any issues with diabetes?
No.
Do you have any issues with your hearing, Basil?
No.
Do you have any issues with your back?
Yes.
Okay, what's going on with your back?
I have 4 ruptured discs. I'd prefer if you contact my doctor and find out all the information so you don't torture me here. I need pain medication.
4 ruptured discs?
I prefer if you contact the doctor and get it exactly right, because maybe I'm not saying the words properly.
Okay, and absolutely I can do that. What I would like to do, if it's all right with you, is go through this form so I have all the issues, and then what I'll do is I'll have one of the other officers follow up with your doctor. Does that seem fair?
I don't care.
Okay.
I have a hernia. It needs operation. I was already put in jail twice. I tried to have it done both times and they wouldn't do it. it's still not done because I haven't gotten a chance. It needs attention. I need pain medication.
How long has this injury been going on for, Basil?
I apparently have a B12 deficiency or something. Talked to my doctor. I don't know. I had dizzy spells. I had 3 concussions in my life.
Okay. Sorry, you said you have some medication for your back.
Yes.
Do you know what that medication is?
Oxycodone.
Okay.
1 every 4 hours.
When would the last time have been you would have taken one, Basil?
Yesterday morning.
Do you recall what the dosage is?
No.
Okay. Sorry, your doctor's name, what was his name?
Bruce Harris.
Bruce Harris? Where do you practice out of?
Paris Bay.
Barry's Bay? Okay. Barry's Bay.
St. Francis Hospital.
St. Francis Hospital, okay. Are there any other medications that you require other than the oxycodone?
Yeah, he has me on.
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
I'm trying to think. He has me on some kind of, the best is just call him. Some kind of antidepressant, I don't know what it's called.
Okay.
And quinine for leg cramps. Charlie horse type thing. He had, and I'm supposed to be taking vitamin B12 because I have a deficiency, and I just had blood tests to find out if it's getting better or not. I don't know.
Okay. Any issues with ulcers, Basil?
No, I also have something on my foot that I never got to the doctor about. It's either plantar's wart or athlete's foot, or the whole side of my one foot is.
Okay.
The doctor's on holiday, so the 28th, I think. I don't know what the date is today.
Okay. Any issues with epilepsy?
No, the rest of it you can get from the doctor. They told you what the problems are.
What are you in discomfort right now?
Yes.
Okay. Where are you hurting at the moment?
I suffer from chronic pain. Talk to the doctor.
Okay. Well, the doctor's, as you just said, he's away on vacation, and we're gonna have an officer call the hospital to find out what your medical records are. So it's actually more convenient in the meantime if I get the answers right from you, so I can address anything that's going on with you right now. I will certainly follow up with the doctor so we can find out what you need and get you the care that you need. But I want to make sure you're okay right now. That's why I'm going over this stuff. I'm not trying to be tedious or a jerk or anything.
You are. Don't worry about it. Forget it. Call the doctor. You'll get proper information from him. I may not even say it right.
Okay, well, I'm not going to be asking about the types of drugs or anything like that. Just very broad, general questions like what kind of pain are you in right now?
Ask the doctor. You'll get proper answers. He's the professional.
Okay. Have you ever had any kind of head injury?
I already told you I had 3 concussions in my life.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you say that. 3 concussions. How did you do those?
I had a car accident and I broke all the discs or whatever in my back, and I got a concussion, and I busted up my hand. I can't even remember what all. And the guy that hit me was telling the police officer, take this guy to the hospital, he's hurt bad. And he told the cop that about 10 times. He was sitting in the back seat of the cruiser, I was sitting in the front seat of the cruiser. When the guy got out of the cruiser, the cop looked at me and he said, you can fucking drive yourself to the hospital. And he turned and showed me a fucking criminal record that wasn't even supposed to exist. It was supposed to be wiped clean because I was found not guilty. So he fucking left me there on the side of the fucking road, and how I got to the hospital is beyond me. And I got no treatment because I went to a little hospital because I didn't know what else to do.
Okay.
So now I'm,
How many years back are we talking here, Basil?
I don't know. It happened when I was going to work. Atomic Energy, Petaluma Flats. That cop should be shot and pissed on for what he done to me.
So is this, are we talking a long time ago, like over 10 years ago or 5 years ago? Or?
Over 10 years ago.
Okay. And you were working at Atomic Energy? Okay.
That's right.
What were you doing out there? What was your title?
Millwright.
Millwright, okay. Are you retired now?
I'm disabled now from that accident.
From the accident. Okay.
And if you look it up on the record, it'll say there that it was non-life threatening. It's amazing that I'm alive.
Okay.
So I know all about you good cops, so user.
Mm-hmm.
If that's not malicious, I don't know what is.
So are you able to do anything else for work now?
No.
Have you had any alcohol or non-prescription drugs in the last 2 days?
No. I am not an addict of any sort. Never was. Ask my doctor.
Okay. Were you able to get any sleep last night?
I have no idea if I slept. I was on a steel bench.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine with my back what that feels like? No humanity whatsoever.
Did you mention anything to the guard about it?
The answer when I mentioned is that they're not supposed to be comfortable. When I asked them to loosen the handcuff because I had my hand cut off. Who cares?
Is it when you were coming over from Ottawa, the cuffs were too tight? Is that what you're saying?
And they left me sitting outside here in the car. I kept telling them I can hardly feel my fingers anymore. My whole hand swollen. No, it's not blue. I don't care. I had my hands cut off. I feel things a little different than what you do. Mm-hmm. I was only asking for common sense.
Is it fair to say that you're getting that from me now?
Getting what?
Common sense, some courtesy.
No.
And so what have I not done here to?
You're a police officer. I have lots of experience with police officers. I just told you about a car accident and how they treat me, so I don't trust you one little bit.
Okay.
I know all about your brotherhood. One of you fucks up or lies, the rest of you all hide it.
Doesn't sound like you've had very many positive experiences with policemen.
I've never had a positive experience with a policeman.
Mm-hmm.
If there would have been a positive policeman, my whole life would be different.
Well, what about the